Please welcome Brian Matusek and Greg Anderson from the Rubber Chicken Theater Company. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you for having us.
It sounds like you guys went big with a flood of Christmas cheer this year's show. Tell us about it.
Well, it's our traditional year-end look back at some of the things that have happened in the news locally, regionally, and a little bit of national stuff too. And we just have some fun with it, like a local version of Saturday Night Live, where you just sit down and go, "That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. How can we have some fun with it?" And that's what we do.
I understand Greg has a starring role as a dancer.
Fantastic.
Is that true?
Well, I try. Yeah. As best I can.
Yes, we have fun with the Gangnam style of dancing and Gregnum style.
Okay.
It's close enough.
Little local twist. So tell me a little bit about writing comedy, because it's got to be one of the hardest things to actually write.
It's one of the funnest, most fun aspects of it, I think, is you just sit around early on in the process. You sit around, and so you're sitting with your friends, and you're just brainstorming back and forth ideas about what would be funny, what wouldn't be funny, and then you just go from there.
So you're not creating it in a vacuum. You're with these other people who can tell you what's funny by laughing. You know,
Right.
You get a good sense of what's going to play to an audience.
And if they don't laugh, you know.
Then maybe we should move on to the next
okay.
thing. And
And
that's,
tell me about this team. Are you all friends? Have you known each other for a long time, or who are these folks?
yeah, sure. Actually, the current group that we've got, folks. Some folks have been doing it since the beginning. Greg's been involved with Rubber Chicken Christmas shows since the first one we did in '08, and Minden Hultstrom also. But there's also some new people. Jeremy Churchill is somebody who's relatively new to the group, a writer. He's very funny. He's got a lot of great ideas. And there's some other folks that are relatively new to the group too. Anders Hultstrom is new as far as a writer. He hasn't been on stage yet, but he's for the Christmas shows. But it's just a fun group of people to be with, and that's, like I said, I've been doing this for a while now, and it's always that's the most fun part. Is just sitting around with your friends and making jokes.
Just by the name of it, you know that you're spoofing off of the epic flood that happened here in June. Are all the jokes local? Can you be from other places and still get it, or is it really important that you are plugged into what's going on here?
Sure, there's more to talk about. I mean, there was an election this year. How could you miss that?
Yeah, there's lots, and then there's some just some fun sketches with the idea of Christmas and the holidays. And there's a great sketch Jeremy wrote that's very funny about a father who I play. I seem to play a lot of the fathers too. I'm not sure about that.
This year you got a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. But we're standing in line with a bunch of little kids, and Greg's one of the little kids, and waiting for Santa Claus. And that's just really funny. Just sort of starts out very innocently enough, and then goes downhill from there. But there's a lot of sketches. I think even if you're not necessarily from the Twin Ports, that you'll still have a wonderful time, because it's just general silliness.
And all ages?
What I tell folks is it's certainly not Filthy or David Mamet, but it's like a Saturday Night Live sort of. You know, if you don't have a problem with your kids watching Saturday Night Live, you would have no problem with the show. So.
Okay. Well, I understand you have a little sample of it, so I think I'm ready for a song.
All right.
You got one for us?
Did I miss it? Oh no, here we go. Oh, okay.
Country's dead broke, and it's no joke, stressed in every way, while in the air there's a feeling of despair. Presidents taxing, Boehners laughing, neither crumbs cross the aisle, and from every reporter you hear Fiscal cliff, fiscal cliff, it's end of days in the country. Ding-a-lings, hear them sing, soon it will be Judgment Day.
And this is where the audience applauds. Thank you. No, thank you.
It's mostly
It's beginning to look a lot like Venice here in old Duluth. After 48 hours of rain that wouldn't go down the drain, and families now living on the roof. It's beginning to look a lot like Venice, water everywhere. But the scariest sight to view is the Lake Superior Zoo with no polar bear. It's sad.
Look, it's Christopher Walken.
All of a sudden, I'm like Superman. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is listening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. I'm walking in a winter wonderland. This ornament was on your daddy's Christmas tree when his marriage proposal was first shot down by your mommy. He was crestfallen. He locked himself inside a Bethlehem of his own mind. He knew that if the shepherds there ever saw this ornament, they'd confiscate it, take it away. And he'd be damned if he'd let any of those fictional herders of sheep get the dirty, grimy paws all over his little boy's birthright. So he hid it. And the only place in that stable that he knew he could hide it, in the ass.
Oh!
Sounds like a good idea.
That is just a
tiny
taste, correct?
Tiny
So
taste.
how many sketches are in this?
Oh gosh, there's like 20, probably 15, 20 sketches usually is a good 2-hour
Lots
show.
of carols,
Lots of
and
carols.
fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many is in the cast? How many
We have
do you
a
have?
cast of 6, yep. Nate St. Germain is not here. Kathy Bedeswa, Minden Hultstrom are the other 3.
Okay. And it starts, you've already started.
Opened
This
up
is-
last weekend, and it's every weekend in December and New Year's Eve.
And how have people reacted so far?
So far, so good. They've
Very
had a
good.
great time, especially when we have some of the local celebrities are in the show, and people seem to enjoy watching people that they see on TV doing other things they don't normally see them do, like dance.
It's
and so forth.
amazing what you get people to do.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It is.
the power of suggestion. Yes. So thank you very much and have a great run.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Now, just to know, the Rubber Chicken Holiday Review, A Flood of Christmas Cheer, runs weekends through December at the Spirit of the North Theater in the Fitgers Complex in Duluth. And tickets are available online.